Hi, friends. Welcome back to Live at the Roxy. Today on this Monday, it's kind of comfy, cozy Monday. I'm in a big sweatshirt that is like one of my favorite sweatshirts given to me by somebody I love dearly. And I am feeling the post-vacay vibes. Feel like everybody knows what I'm talking about. The come down from when you've gone on a vacation. I like that my vacations consist of 36 hours of getting out of LA to another place in California that's 2 hours away. It's like what vacay is for me. But still vacay nonetheless, that I'm so grateful that I was on. And it's going to be an interesting month ahead. I've had some tough bullshit take place in the last week. Some of you guys are keeping up with it. Some of you guys are not, but none of that really matters. What matters is you guys being the absolute fucking best, rock stars forever. I love you guys so much. And I'm so, so blessed that during this time of fucking pandemonium with COVID and quarantine and protests and civil unrest and a president who is a flying piece of shit, and that's putting it nicely, and all the lies and all the uncertainty, I have you guys. And that is something I can't even possibly express how I physically would not be able to get through this time without you. Financially, I wouldn't be able to get through this time without you. So thank you so much for your super chats, your Streamlabs, because otherwise I probably would have had to move back to Boston. I don't know what I would have done. Being an artist out here in your 20s typically means not having a savings account. That's like kind of the way that it goes. So thank fucking God for you guys. But not just financially, the emotional support and the ability to get out of bed so that I had somebody to talk to and check in with and couldn't just fucking crawl into a little ball and cry. Just feeling really grateful for you guys today. So thank you so much for being here, not only today, but for the last 210 days in a row as we've gone live with the Roxy. I believe that's the number we're on. Somebody let me know, because it wasn't this Thursday that made 200. It was last Thursday. So shout out to all you guys, the loves of my life. Those are the rock stars and the world friends. So thank you for joining today. But we got a lot of work to do, guys. We had a lot of work to do, a lot of stuff to talk about. And also, the same thing that we've been talking about for almost 100 days on the show. Brett Hankinson, Miles Cosgrove, Jonathan Mattingly, arrest the cops for killing Breonna Taylor. Arrest the cops who killed Breonna Taylor, for killing Breonna Taylor, all three of them. Just going to keep saying it, putting that out into the universe and fucking manifesting it. And can't just hope that it happens, have to fight for it to happen, which we continue to do here on Live with Roxy. Also, a lot going on in politics, a lot going on in COVID, a lot going on in sports, a lot going on in entertainment. Those seem to be the things we talk about most on the show, but we can talk about whatever the motherfucking hell you guys want to talk about. We do that by you guys giving in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Strider. Thank you to my amazing moderator, Jake Jacovetta, for throwing that up. And also in the super chat, hook it up, motherfuckers. You're not motherfuckers. I say that as a term of endearment because I'm from Boston. So you know. Guys, today marks a huge day. Today is a very big day. Why is today a big day? Well, you probably didn't even realize that this was a thing. Although if you watch the show, we've talked about it before. So maybe you were aware. But today is a huge day. Not just because it's Indigenous People Day, which it is. And we should celebrate the Indigenous people. And for sure not celebrate Christopher Columbus. I can't believe we're still talking about that in 2020, but okay. But today is a huge day because as of today, so everybody remember this day, October 12th, 2020, as of today, you can no longer deny that the Holocaust took place on Facebook. I mean, just a round of applause for that. Can't believe it took us that long. Better late than never. You are no longer allowed to deny that the Holocaust happened on Facebook. Facebook has put their foot down and said, Nah, we're not doing this anymore. You actually can't post about how 6 million Jews and 6 million other people were murdered, gassed, everything that could horrifically happen to humans happened. You're no longer allowed to claim that didn't happen because it did, which is fact. So you just can't do that anymore. Okay. It is, as I said, October 12th, 2020. Better late than never, Facebook. So we will be talking about that and what that means. So happy Indigenous People Day and happy Holocaust deniers can go fuck themselves day. Am I right? Am I right? All right. Something tells me there's a little correlation between people who still deny the Holocaust and call today Columbus Day. I feel like there's a little bit of a correlation there. You guys let me know if you feel the same way. In other news, I'm funny, am I not, guys? Nah, she's okay. In other news, COVID in the NFL. What does that mean, COVID and the NFL? It means that COVID has taken over the NFL. To nobody's surprise. NBA was like, yo, here's our plan. Here's how we're going to keep our players from getting COVID. And our commissioner's a boss-ass motherfucker. So nobody's going to get COVID. And we're bubbling. And yeah, there's less of us. And we're mid-season. But we're finishing this strong. And we're going to protect our people because that's what we're going to do. And NFL was like, yeah, no, we hear you, NBA. And that totally worked for you. However, we actually are not going to take any precautions. And like people are just going to get COVID. And then we're going to like fly by the seat of our pants and figure out how the fuck to run a season because mad people have COVID. So players are now speaking out about it, and especially Patriots players. And we will talk about what this means for the NFL and what the fuck they're going to fucking do. Because in order for them to change like one game, they have to change 8 games. So what does that look like? We will discuss that on Live at the Roxy today. SpaceX, a limited series coming to HBO. In the world of strange, we do tend to live in this strange time in which things that are happening in real time also get limited series. Elon Musk's SpaceX is going to be the subject of a limited series. And it's in works from Channing Tatum's company. What did I say? Channing Tatum's Free Association. Let's chat about it. Because that's what we do here live at the Roxy. And in the world of fuck no news, there is a band called The Wanted. In case you don't know them, you guys know they do that song, I'm glad you came. Really sweet band. And Tom Parker of The Wanted was diagnosed with an inoperable brain tumor, and he has a second child on the way with his wife right now. So my fucking heart is breaking for them. And we will talk about that here today. So some fuck yeah news, some fuck no news, and everywhere in between, plus whatever you guys want to talk about. I did go live for the last 3 days, even though the schedules were kind of all over the place. So I am here. I am ready. Bring on the super chats. Bring on the Streamlabs. Bring on the comments. Let's talk about this. All the things. Any questions you guys have about your personal life this week. Questions, comments, concerns, earthing, and more. Here today, live at the Roxy. I don't know why I said it like that. But I did. So there she is. Do you guys want to start talking about the Holocaust Facebook thing? Is that what we should get into first? Okay. I guess we'll discuss. Thank you. Thank you, Facebook. I guess a thank you is in order, guys. Saw the Holocaust was trending on Twitter today, and I was like, oh, no. Typically when the Holocaust is trending, it's like, oh, geez. Oh, fuck. What happened now? But this was a positive one. Facebook changed their guidelines today. This is what is on Facebook's official website, which is facebook.com. Removing Holocaust denial content. This is written by the VP of Content Policy, Monica Bickert. This is what Monica says. Today, we are updating our hate speech policy to prohibit any content that denies or distorts the Holocaust. Organizations that study trends in hate speech are reporting increases in online attacks against many groups worldwide, and we continue our efforts to remove it. We have banned more than 250 white supremacist organizations, more than our president has done, and updated our policies to address militia groups. And I never know how to say this. QAnon. Every time I mumble it. QAnon. You guys know who I'm talking about. QAnon. Okay. You guys always correct me. Thank you for doing so, by the way. We also routinely ban other individuals and organizations globally, and we took down 22.5 million pieces of hate speech from our platform in the second quarter of this year. They say that as like a brag, but it's also like, to me, it's like, holy fuck, we had 22.5 million pieces of hate speech. QAnon. No, Jerry says Q9. Glenn says QAnon. Third Church says Knon. Weston says Q and idiots. Superdan says K-U-non. Q and I don't know. I don't know how to say it. Also noticing my dear friend Janine the Machine's in here. Hell yeah, Janine. Janine Bryce, thank you for joining us. Okay, continuing this. Following a year of consultation with external experts, we recently banned anti-Semitic stereotypes about the collective power of Jews that often depicts them running the world or its major institutions. 2020, these bans are taking place. Okay. Today's announcement marks another step in our effort to fight hate on our services. Our decision is supported by the well-documented rise in anti-Semitism globally and the alarming level of ignorance about the Holocaust, especially among young people. According to a recent survey of adults in the U.S., we talked about this, age 18 to 39, almost a quarter said they believed the Holocaust was a myth, that it had been exaggerated, or they weren't sure. Go, young people. Woohoo! Institutions focused on Holocaust research and remembrance, such as Yad Vashem, have noted that Holocaust education is also a key component in combating anti-Semitism, which is 100% true, obviously. I don't know why you need research to figure that out. Like, it's a great way to combat anti-Semitism by teaching people about the Jewish people and our history. It's a huge part of our history, having 6 million of us gassed and murdered. And people not thinking that's a lie. People knowing that to be true. Auschwitz still exists. You can go there. You can see the facilities. You can go to many concentration camps. They're not running, of course, but you can go there. Photographs exist. Videotapes exist. People who were in the Holocaust, who were in concentration camps, are still alive. People who fought in World War II, who dropped bombs over Germany fighting the Nazis, are still here with us. My grandfather is one of them. He's still here. And this is the amount of people who deny the Holocaust when there's still all of this proof. Imagine what it's going to be like when we have no more firsthand accounts. That number is going to go from 24% of young people to fucking 50% like that. So we have to fight it. And one of the ways to do that, yeah, no shit, Facebook, is to not let people deny that the Holocaust took place. Because duh. I mean, glad you're doing it. But okay. Beginning later this year, we will direct anyone to credible information off Facebook if they search for terms associated with the Holocaust or its denial on our platform. Many years we have worked with communities around the world to help us understand how hatred, including anti-Semitism, is expressed online. These efforts have included regular discussions with groups that have a global reach, like the World Jewish Congress and the American Jewish Committee, as well as organizations focused on protecting local Jewish communities, such as Community Security Trust in the UK. We've also worked with institutions and groups that combat hate and anti-Semitism, such as Simon Wiesenthal Center. Enforcement of these policies cannot happen overnight. There's a range of Why can't it happen overnight? I don't know. There's a range of content that can violate these policies, and it will take some time to train our reviewers and systems on enforcement. I don't feel like it's that hard to train somebody on whether somebody's denying the Holocaust or not, but okay. We are grateful to many partners for their input and candor as we work to keep our platform safe. As I said, guys, Monday, October 12th, 2020. Way to go, Facebook. I said that sarcastically, but I don't mean it sarcastically. Better fucking late than never. Always willing for somebody to grow and change and learn and change their fucking policies. You should not be able to deny the Holocaust took place on the internet where there's impressionable ass people who you can say whatever the fuck you want. I can say that very, very distinctly and clearly. Also, Zuckerberg, as a Jew, are you kidding? Are you serious? Like, it's frustrating because it's like if sometimes people just don't even stand up for their own. Okay. What do you guys think? How do you feel about the fact that Facebook is now not letting people deny the Holocaust? Go to Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Or in the super chat from yesterday's show, Glenn Caesar wrote this after the show because we did a really quick stream. Glenn Caesar said, I missed out on Sunday's quick show live, but I still wanted to give you a little support. Thank you, Glenn. I'm glad you were able to take a little vacation and enjoy it. Shout out to your friend who suggested it / took you along. Anyhow, love you and trust you, RJ, always. Thank you. I hope you guys trust me because I am so many things, but a liar is not now and will never be one of them. And I can say that very, very succinctly. Rob Fishbeck in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer, just showed a little support, and I really appreciate that, Rob. I need that support now more than ever, so thank you for that. Morse Code Z says, with all the stuff Facebook regulates, this just happened. Eye roll. But you're right, better late than continuing to enable. Yeah, I think people get like embarrassed that it's taken them so long to do something that they're like, oh, maybe we'll just never do it because then people will know we weren't doing it. Like a lot of people didn't even know that this wasn't a policy. Janine Bryce says, just crazy it took so long. Yeah, like, and I don't know what the craziest part is, that people 18 to 39, a quarter of them don't think that the Holocaust took place or think that it was exaggerated, or that people are okay with people thinking that, or that we have people who straight up think that like we have, somebody like Mel Gibson's father, who is a major Holocaust denier. Would it be possible? So what they believe, what a lot of Holocaust deniers believe, is that after the 1940s, so, Holocaust, the World War II ending in 1945, after that, the Jews built fake concentration camps to prove that there were concentration camps to make up the Holocaust, and that's how those things are there. What? Also, where did those 12 million people who died go? Like, do you think we also just like made up those people? Also, what do you think World War II was about? I mean, the World War II is about more than just the Holocaust, but what do you think was happening? What do you think Nazis were? Or do you not believe that Nazis existed? And like, what are all those photos then? And then on top of the photos, what is Mein Kampf? What is Hitler's book? Or did Hitler not exist either? Like, what if you don't believe that the Holocaust took place? What do you believe? My friend Haley Matthews in the chat as well right now. Thanks, Haley, for stopping on by as often as you do. Says it's just such a stupid thing to not believe. Like, what's the point of the lie? LOL. I know, say in some world you believe that the Jews then spent millions of dollars to build these concentration camps after the fact to try to like fake it. Why? Why did they do that? What were they trying to? What was the? How was the? Who was the? Huh? Like, it's just so hard for me to understand some people. But this has been the problem in 2020 that I've come to realize, like, okay, we have a president who cannot say out loud, whenever asked, I denounce white supremacy. Why? Why can't you say that? Why can't you say out loud, Black Lives Matter? Why can't you say the Holocaust took place? Why can't you say facts? I don't like that's been one of the craziest parts about this year is like there is no reasoning or rationalizing or speaking to some people because we are so far away from being on any kind of common ground that there is no I don't know how to converse with you. Like I try to converse with people who are a little far from my beliefs, but people who are so far from my beliefs that they can't say, I denounce white supremacy or the Holocaust happened. How the fuck am I supposed to talk to you? Like about anything. Because I can't. So then I can't. So then there's that. So yeah. I mean, yeah. Yeah. I'm laughing because it's so fucked up, not because it's funny. And that's what I do when things are so fucked up. Morse code Z in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer said, just started watching today, caught up on the weekend this morning. I don't see a lot of the bullshit, but wishing you a better week ahead than behind. Thanks, Morse code. I appreciate that. And I'm glad you don't see it. I'm good at blocking everything out and knowing what the actual fucking truth is. So here I am doing that. LD123 in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Hey, acting coach. Hi, love. I am sorry you've had some bad days and I'm jelly of your vacay. Question. Other day while doing wardrobe, I saw my co-star's dick and it was huge. In 2 weeks, we are in bed together. And do I act like I've just had normal dick or his? Okay, wait. I'm a little confused, LD123. And also, is it the co-star that also watches this show? Because then they're going to know. How did you see your co-star's dick? And is this a porno? Because I feel like, and no shame in any game, you do you, but when you say we're in bed together, do I act like it's just normal? If you're in bed together for an acting scene and it's a movie, then you're not going to actually have his dick inside you. So like, you know, that's where that lies. People in the chat right now, Glenn says, what? Gregory says, big dick problems. Yoda says, this is definitely porn. I mean, if it's a porn, I don't know because I've never worked in the porn industry, but I feel like a nice, friendly compliment could be nice. Like, great job growing that penis. Like, if that makes any sense. So, biggest topic swing ever says Jake Yakoveta. Yeah, so we were just talking about denying the Holocaust, and now we're talking about cocks because Live at the Roxy. So there's that. Let us know more details, and hopefully we can help you a little bit, LD123. I'd like to give you the best advice that I can. Just don't know enough to know right now. Guys, we also got a Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar from Texas Teacher. Welcome, Texas Teacher, who lets us know, oh, yay, still clean and sober. Yes, 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 Texas Teacher. I'm 1/3 of the way through my script. I have been hired to write quickly, and still no coke. Yes. Yesterday at NA, my sponsor gave me shit about using you as an outlet. I love you in a non-creepy way. Wait, why did your sponsor give you shit about using me as an outlet? I would think your sponsor would like that you've got a group of people hardcore fucking supporting you and telling you that you can do this by yourself without booze or blow. I don't mean by yourself without support. I mean without the substances. I think your sponsor would be down with that, but let us know why they gave you shit. I would love to know more, but we're really proud of you. Everybody in the chat, Kate says yes. Jake says hell yes. Texas Teacher. Al says Texas Teacher, yeah. Rob says for bunnies for Texas Teacher. Glenn, yes, Texas Teacher. Gregory, always think about Texas Teacher. Glad he's doing okay. Weston is clapping for you. Kate sending bunnies. Glenn sending more claps. We're all here for you, Texas Teacher, and happy to hear that you're still clean and sober. Rob Fishbeck is congratulating you. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, I love that, Texas Teacher. Fuck yeah, keep it up. And I'm glad that you're working on the script and it's going well and that you got it going on. So support for Texas Teacher always. Support for all the rock stars. Some of you guys I know are not as vocal about the issues that you might be going through, whether they're substances or whatever it is. So even though we're talking about Texas Teacher right now, Texas Teacher might represent a lot more people. So I'm here for every one of you guys, as vocal or quiet as you are about it. Yeah, we're here. We're here. And rooting for you guys. Okay. Moving forward from Holocaust deniers to penises and porn to staying sober during this fucking crazy time and always. Let's talk to Elliot Troy, who says, do you think a Elon Musk series has a negative overall effect similar to Social Network? In my opinion, Social Network is scary in the idolatry it ingrained. Is that like ideology? Because I don't know what idolatry means. Idolatry. Am I saying that right, Elliot Troy? Oh, my vocab sometimes. Well, let's talk about it. So there's going to be a SpaceX series. HBO is developing this limited series about the rise of SpaceX, Elon Musk's private rocket company that is in the midst of reviving the United States space aspirations. Produced by Channing Tatum's Free Association, the 6-episode series will tell the story of Musk as he handpicks a team of engineers to work on a remote Pacific island where they build and launch the first manned SpaceX rocket into orbit, the Falcon 9, on May 30th, 2020. SpaceX is a big piece of the billionaire entrepreneur's lifelong dream to make mankind, or humankind, a multi-planetary species. The project will be penned by Star Trek Beyond scribe Doug Jung, and it's based on Ashley Vance's book, Elon Musk, Tesla, SpaceX, and the Quest for a Fantastic Future, which was published in 2017. The Free Association, which is Tatum's company, Reed, Carolyn, and Peter Kiernan, will executive produce with Vance and Len Amato, HBO's former president of HBO Films and miniseries and Cinemax. Interesting. I bet HBO wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't fucking entertaining. So I don't know. I don't know about your question if it's got negative overall effects, because I don't know enough about the building and manning of SpaceX and the picking of people and how that all worked and what it's going to look like in the future. I definitely think that Elon Musk has got some things going on. He's got a thing. I don't know how to describe it better than that. And I think that Social Network was one of the best movies of, what was it, 2011? It's one of the best movies of my lifetime. Social Network, I think, is such an unbelievable movie. And I don't think Social Network made anybody feel like, go Mark Zuckerberg. I think it made people be like, whoa, holy shit, that's a thing. So I don't think that it's doing anything. Okay. Idolatry is worship, says MK Songbird. Worshiping an idol. I don't think it made people worship Mark Zuckerberg, and I don't think this will make people worship Elon Musk. But interested in your guys' thoughts. Let me know how you guys feel. In the meantime, Roar Nation, I haven't seen you in a minute. I haven't been able to watch live and support my queen, Roxy, in forever. Roar, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. We're happy to have you. Thank you for the support. Queen Roxy, reporting for duty. This is my crown. Much love to you and really appreciate you being in here. There are Musk cultists already. Yeah, Christian, for sure. I'm not saying that nobody looks at him as an idol. I just don't think that this show would make it more so. But maybe. You guys let me know what you think. Going into our Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Strider. Okay, we have updates from both LD and Texas Teacher. LD123 says, OMG, not porn. We are in a post-love scene after I refused to do the topless scene. Remember? Pasties. I saw his dick when I was going in and I took a peek. I'm 18. Okay, so LD. Yeah, but what I'm saying is, and yeah, of course, I remember pasties. I remember the whole thing. That's what I was saying. Is he watching this right now? Because now he's going to know that you think he has a big dick. And I get the urge to want to take a peek. Try to be respectful and try to keep it to yourself as much as you can, though. But I'm saying, like, if you're doing the post scene, I don't think well, it depends on the movie. Like, is dick just out in the movie? And is it hard? Because otherwise, I think just maybe don't comment on it at all. Just like, and you're saying, do I act like I've just had normal dick? Oh, you mean afterwards. So to the audience, what they're going to see is that he has this big dick. And you're wondering, as an actress, do you act like it's been normal or big? I don't think you let that be the driving factor. Like, was in the script, is the sex supposed to have been mind-blowing and amazing, or was it supposed to have been not that great, or however it was supposed to be? Let that drive how you're performing, not the size of the penis, Hopefully that helps. Maybe it doesn't, but hopefully it does. LD, keep us posted. We're rooting for you. And, good for him that he's got a big old dick. Just will say that. Texas Teacher in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Strider says, my sponsor loves I use an outlet, but not a fan of you. Huh. I don't know. Oh, okay. Well, we have agreed, much like Trump, to not talk about it. Flip Texas blue. Oh, okay. Well, I can't read that part out loud, Texas Teacher, but what I will say is you're right, and he is wrong. He's wrong. And clearly doesn't know what he's talking about or the truth. So I would say that that's not very good of a sponsor to make flash judgments on somebody they truly don't know. And if he works for you as a sponsor, then I'm glad you have him, but he doesn't know shit about what he's talking about when it comes to me. So I will say that. Okay. What a fun little topic that was. Texas Teacher forever. You are the best. In the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Strider, Maximilian. Hi, Maximilian says, didn't have a chance to check back in last week, but my girlfriend and parents meeting went really well. Yay! A friend of mine helped her by prepping her with what my family is like. Also, the show went great. 6 shows and not one got COVID to our knowledge. So yay, Max, that's awesome. And I'm glad that the meeting of the girlfriend went really well. That's so exciting. I would love to know more. Keep us more posted. And yeah. Going all the fuck over the place on this show today. I'm so happy about it because you guys are the best. And this show is weird. And together we get super strange. So let's keep talking about what's going on in the world of this world. COVID and the NFL. COVID and the NFL. I was talking with my brother about this last night. Woof. Uh, there's teams like the Titans where 20 people have COVID. And there's team like the Patriots where 3 people have COVID. The teams that have no COVID are getting pissed and annoyed, rightfully so, at both the league and the teams that have COVID because games are getting canceled and postponed and pushed. And they don't know when some of them are going to get pushed to, and they just don't have the infrastructure. Football is not like basketball. You can't just play back-to-back games. So this is a nightmare for the NFL and a nightmare for the players. And I really don't know what they're going to do to make this work. A lot of the suggestion has been about regional bubbles because you can't just do one big bubble because the one big bubble would have over 1,000 people in it, unlike the NBA's. And that's without having any of their family members. But the regional bubbles, like a lot of the teams want it so that their entire team is just staying in one hotel and all they do is go from there to the practice facility and they're like that. A lot of the players have said, we don't want to fucking do that, unless we get a little bonus. But at the end of the day, they're going to start missing out on their player checks because the games are going to be postponed or canceled because too many people are getting COVID. So we're going to see how this all plays out. But I'm not feeling like it's going to be a smooth season. It seems like it's going to be the opposite of that. Jason McCourty, who is a Patriots player, this article was from ESPN, says Patriots Jason McCourty questions whether NFLPA care about player safety. He more than questioned it. Let's look through this and talk about our cornerback, Jason McCourty, who was questioning on Saturday whether COVID-19 protocols put in place by the NFL make player safety a top priority. McCourty cited the Patriots' trip to Kansas City on Monday as one example, as it came 3 days after the quarterback, Cam Newton, had tested positive. McCourty said he was involved in conversations over the past week with NFL Players Association, saying, trying to figure out who has our best intentions and interest in mind. He said, quote, I think outside of here, the people that don't have to walk in our building, whether it's the league office, whether it's the NFLPA, they don't care. For them, it is not about our best interest or our health and safety. It is about what can we make protocol-wise that sounds good, looks good, and how can we go out there and play games? I think what I kind of learned personally throughout the situation is it's going to be up to us as individuals in this building to just really take care of one another, end quote. This is crazy that we have players coming out and saying that the NFLPA doesn't give a fuck about us. They don't care about our health. And it's so apparent and obvious that the NFL, that the commissioner and the league, they don't fucking care. They care about their bottom line. They care about their money. That's what they care about. But everybody's going to start losing money if too many people get sick. That's just straight up what's going to happen. Bill Belichick said Saturday that it was his decision to close the team's facility on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday this past week after cornerback Stephen Gilmore had tested positive on Tuesday. Gilmore, who'd been in close contact with Newton, became the third Patriots player to be placed on the COVID-19 reserve list, along with Newton and practice squad defense tackle Bill Murray. Patriots reopened their facility Saturday and held their first practice of the week, leading into Monday's home game against the Denver Broncos. The game had originally been scheduled for Sunday, and now the game had been pushed again. So, McCourty seemed perplexed that the NFL moved forward with last week's game against the Chiefs on October 5th, pointing out that those who tested positive for COVID-19 often don't do so for multiple days after their initial exposure. This, we know the incubation period can be like a week. So the fact that your QB has COVID, that's tough. He said that it was a big topic of discussion among the players after Newton tested positive, saying, quote, if you get a chance to talk to the NFL or NFLPA, I'd greatly appreciate you bringing up that point and letting them know that's something we talk about and we are dealing with. We're moving forward, and it's obviously in the back of our minds. That's why we're just trying to do everything we can. We're distanced. Even today, while we're totally distanced. We all have masks on. We have Oakley shields on. We have masks on underneath our helmet. We weren't in the building really at all today, so we're doing the necessary things to stay safe as possible. But without a doubt, that's a thought. The same way that you guys are sitting there thinking about it hey, they're getting on a plane on Monday to go to Kansas City. Well, those don't really add up with the incubation period. That was the same question we were asking our union before we head out there. Also, the Patriots asked for a bigger locker room for that game because the game last week against the Chiefs, because they had positive COVID tests and they were flying 2 different planes there, one with people who had been in contact with Cam Newton, one with people who had not been in contact with Cam Newton. And the NFL denied their request to have a larger locker room space because they said that they just denied it. So it's like the NFL truly is making it seem like they don't fucking care. Yeah. And, Gilmore said like out loud after testing positive, he was like, I have done everything right. I don't go anywhere. And if I do for essentials, I wear a mask and I'm not he's not doing anything. Some people just get fucking COVID and the NFL has zero contingency plan. Zero. So highly concerning. Don't know what's going to happen. Would love to hear you guys' thoughts on this. Let's see what you're saying in here right now. Chigyoda says the NFL has handled this the worst out of all the sports leagues. Roger Goodell is a bigger candy-ass jabroni than Tom Brady. Well, I love Tom Brady, but I agree about Roger Goodell. Woof. Hardcore woof. Goodell is woof city bitch, woof woof city bitch. That's how I feel. And now we're supposed to play the Broncos next Sunday. But in order for the Patriots to play the Broncos next Sunday, 8 other teams had to move their fucking games. I mean, it's just they don't have it together. They don't have it going on. Cam Newton is going to be fine by that point. Theoretically, he was actually going to play today. But there's just no rhyme or reason. And then a lot of teams are getting false negatives, false positives. They test a second time. They go with the second results, but there's no standard. It's just all kind of how's this feel? Maybe we do this. Let's try that. Let's just try to kind of figure this out. So that. Track Stars, who says, RJ, have you seen the boys season finale? Girl power. Hell yeah, girl power. No, I have not yet, but I will. I definitely, certainly will. Cannot wait to see the boys season finale. I'm hearing very good things, mind-blowing things. I also did not watch Lovecraft last night, so I've got some catching up to do. And The Bachelor is coming back on tomorrow, so I'm going to be watching this season. Hope you guys are too. In the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Chris Martinez says, hey, Roxy, hope you're having a great day. I was wondering if you could give me and Star a special shout out because today is our 7-year anniversary. I love what you guys are saying in the chat today. So many things to compliment and comment on. Chris Martinez, you are awesome. Star is awesome. You guys are 2 true rock stars. Happy 7-year anniversary. 7's a big number. It's a big number. And cheers to 7 more. Really try to love your love today and all days. And remember how lucky you guys are to have each other. If you find somebody who truly loves you and you let them go, I don't think you ever want to live with that. So the fact that you guys have appreciated each other and found each other and love each other to the extent that you do and are holding on and are doing your thing, it just makes me filled with joy for you guys, and I adore you and Star. So happy anniversary to both of you guys. LD in the Streamlabs. LD coming back in. LD123 says, different film, different co-star, no dick shot in the movie, so I can just act like it's a normal dick. There's no dialogue about his dick, but I have a small improv set rights as we fall back and cover up. So do I just not mention it? Thanks, coach. Yeah, I don't think that you need to in the improv as you're falling back and covering up. I don't think you need to talk about his dick size. You could just say things that are a little more natural that you would say after sex, whatever it is that you're going on to your next thing, or a wow, damn, or however it is you're feeling in the moment. But I don't think you have to acknowledge how big his penis is. But again, good for him. And thanks for asking about it, LDU Rock. Nation ZZZ in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer says, she was not talking about me. trust me. But I still love your show and her great scene partner. Love you, LD123. Oh my God. LD and Nation ZZZ for the win always. Obsessed with Nation ZZZ saying she was not talking about me. Trust me. LOL. I'm sure your penis is also totally fine. Nation ZZZ. Guys, are you guys following what's happening here? Because this is one for the ages right now. I'm obsessed with you both. LD, Nation Z, keep on keeping on. I hope that you guys book roles for so long to come. And anybody who's in here every day understands why this is so freaking amazing, this conversation. Shout out to Glenn Caesar saying, oh shit, Martin S. LOL. You guys are feeling me right now. This is fucking great. It's fucking great. I'm obsessed with the fact that you guys both watch. Hope you remain friends as co-stars as well. Yes. Yes to all of this. Guys, I've turned red. I've turned red. Maybe it's because I burnt my nose on my little vacay. Can you see? A little burnt nose. Okay. Thanks, Jake Yakavetta, for throwing this in. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Speaking of the Streamlabs, a couple more things going on. Glenn Caesar for the absolute win. Always giving me support when he can sense that I'm fucked. Glenn, love you. Thank you for this so much. Hello, Roxy. Love you. Thanks for hanging out and giving us another great show. Here's to the start of an awesome week and finding your joy. Ugh. Remember, RJ and Rockstars, that you are kind, you're smart, you're important, and so you are worthy. Peace, love, bunnies, and hugs. I'm doing my best to remember, Glenn. I'm trying to find myself again. Not that I lost myself, but just find my strength, you know. I feel like I got a lot to offer, and somebody tried to make me feel otherwise, but it's not true. So that. Glenn, obsessed with you. Texas teacher in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Texas teacher saying, sorry for writing something that you couldn't read. My sponsor has a lot of weird ideas, but he helps me stay clean along with the rock stars. That's the important part. And it's okay, Texas teacher. You can write anything to me. I just couldn't read that part out loud. Sorry, don't care for the NFL, but my Astros are heading to the World Series. Sexy numbers. Yeah, Texas teacher. What? Texas teacher for the win. And again, nothing against your sponsor for being your sponsor. Love that he works for you. So keep that up. Just about the thing about me. That sucks and it's not true. Mark Jason Ali in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer says, hi, Roxy. Way to go, Texas teacher. That's rad. Roxy, glad you had a good vacation. I wasn't able to watch yesterday for World Girls or live as the streams were in small hours of the morning. Facebook plus Holocaust is better late than never, I guess. Totally. That's my thoughts on it exactly. No worries about not watching the World Girls. We did do a stream last night for Sunday Wind Down. And this Wednesday, we're going to do an AMA, Ask Us Anything kind of situation. So, yeah. Daryl in the chat. Y'all talking about dicks? I guess we are, Daryl. Yes, we are. Sometimes we go back and forth on this show. Often. Often. From fuck yeah to fuck no news. Quicker than you even knew it could happen. Speaking of which, we got a little bit of fuck no news. This is horrible fucking news. Obviously near and dear to my heart, as you guys know my situation with brain tumors. Not only did my mom die of brain cancer, but my dear friend and somebody I have worked for a very long time, Maria Menounos, had a brain tumor, and her mom also has brain cancer, and my aunt also has brain cancer. So I'm one of those people wherever I go, it seems like brain tumors follow me. That's a bad thing to put out into the universe, but it just seems to be the case. And so hearing about anybody be diagnosed with brain tumor fucking sucks, especially in the situation that it is inoperable and it is fatal. Tom Parker of The Wanted, the band The Wanted, has an inoperable brain tumor and a second child on the way with his wife. I feel really fucking awful about this. Really fucking awful about it. As I'm sure you guys do too. Just kind of sending love and positive energy. He said, together we will raise awareness of this terrible disease and look for all available treatment options. He's a British singer who spent 5 years as part of the popular boy band The Wanted and revealed that he had this inoperable tumor. Tumors can be inoperable for all different reasons, but usually because it is so close to a different area of your brain that they're worried that it would either paralyze or impair you permanently. He has a grade 4 glioblastoma tumor, which is the same kind that my mom had. It's also the same kind that Maria's mom has. And glioblastoma tumors, I don't know if there's anything worse on the planet. And grade 4 is as bad as it gets. So typically, just so you guys know, they typically give you about 6 months to live when you're diagnosed. A lot of people make it many, many years, though. His post on Instagram was really fucking sad. And I'm just thinking about him and his partner and their kid on the way. And remembering to feel grateful if you have your health, to feel grateful for that, because, yeah, you just never fucking know. This says that the average survival time is between a year and 18 months. I think the different studies have different things, but yeah, that seems about right. And just thinking about him and his family, and wanted the rock stars to send some love and good thoughts his way. So worth discussing on this show. All right. We don't have to spend too much time on the fuck no news because it's too fucking hard during this time to focus on the bad for that long, but it's still important to talk about. In the meantime, going back to the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Emma in here, because like I said, we jump back and forth. It's like, great stream today, Roxy. I mean, what's better than talking about big dicks? Haha. Great question, Emma. I don't know much. I do not know much. But we've also talked about, it's about the motion of the ocean. It's not just about the size of the boat, just so you guys know. It's a lot of factors at play here. A lot of penis factors, a lot of chemistry factors. Just a lot of factors. So I'm sure you guys are all doing fine in that department one way or another. All right, we are going to get out of here, but I am so grateful to you guys for joining me for the first live full hour at the normal time slotted show that we've done in a few days. We will be back tomorrow again for Live at the Roxy at 1 p.m. Pacific time. In the meantime, if you are watching this live or after the fact, please do me a favor and thumbs up this video. Also, leave a comment after we have wrapped. The comments make all of the fucking difference. I'm telling you, for the YouTube algorithms, it means a huge, huge difference between new people finding the show and people becoming rock stars and supporters. So please leave that comment. Let me know, how you feel about big dicks or whatever. What do you guys think about the SpaceX show? You can write about that. How do you feel about the Facebook saying that no more Holocaust deniers, not on our watch? All those things, just let me know in the comments. Also, if you're watching after the fact, the cool thing about Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer, is if you leave a Streamlabs when I'm not live, I will read it in my upcoming stream. So even if you are not watching live, you still can participate in the live shows. So please feel free to do so. Much love to you guys. Tell your friends about this channel. Let's keep it growing. Let's keep it lively. Don't forget to make your bed. Do what you can to be 1% happier. Happy birthday to anybody whose birthday it is. Happy anniversary to anybody whose anniversary it is. Happy amount of sober time to anybody who's been sober for a certain amount of time. All of the things. I'm thinking about you all. I love you a lot. And I will see you tomorrow, 1 p.m. Live at the Roxy.